The galaxy thought humans were weak. Soft skin. No armor. Easy to break. They learned the truth the hard way. The Vortari had seen many worlds burn. As one of the oldest star-faring civilizations in the Orion Arm, they had catalogued thousands of species, from gas-breathing titans on Zephyrex 9 to crystalline thinkers on Kyora. Across every conquest, every extermination, one belief had always held true. If a species lacked natural armor, it rarely posed a threat. So when the first Vortari scouts observed the hairless, soft-skinned bipeds of Sol 3, they laughed. No carapace. No chitin. Not even exobone plating, hissed Commander Vanek, tapping the hologram of a human soldier sealed inside a pressure suit. They shouldn't have even escaped their gravity well. But humanity had escaped. And not through elegance or superiority, but through defiance. Through willpower. Through fire in their bones. At first, the Vortari dismissed Earth's defenses as primitive. Kinetic weapons. Manual piloting. Emotional decision-making. Clumsy. Outdated. Dangerous. Yet by the third cycle of the invasion, something wasn't adding up. Corporal Elena Ramirez had been among the first humans captured on the Martian front. Her armor was torn apart by a directed plasma strike. Her leg shattered in 2 places. She fell 30 meters into a frozen crevasse. And then, she got up. Vortari medical drones recorded her vitals. Internal bleeding. Fractured ribs. Torn ligaments. Her species should have gone into shock. Should have died from trauma. Instead, Elena crawled. Inch by agonizing inch, she dragged herself across jagged rock and ice until human reinforcements arrived. Later, during interrogation, her explanation was simple. Because if I didn't, my team would have died. The Vortari marked it as an anomaly. Every species had rare genetic outliers. Then came Sergeant Uda, who survived 73 seconds in vacuum, and still managed to destroy a Vortari drone with a railgun before collapsing. Then Private Sarah Kwan, who fought with her arm half melted by plasma, teeth clenched, screaming defiance through the pain. The reports kept coming. They didn't die when they were supposed to. They didn't quit when logic demanded surrender. They didn't break when cornered. They adapted. They endured. They retaliated. Vortari tacticians adjusted their strategy. Target vital organs, they advised. They are biologically fragile. That theory collapsed when a human soldier absorbed 6 plasma rounds to the torso, and still tackled and disarmed a Vortari brute. Something fundamental had been miscalculated. Humans didn't wear armor on the outside. Inside, they were something else entirely. High Strategist Carrick stood on the observation deck, watching footage from the latest skirmish on Titan. A human pilot ejected mid-air as his fighter exploded. His body slammed into a frozen ridge at terminal velocity. Drones reported catastrophic skeletal damage. Yet when a retrieval team arrived 20 minutes later, the man had constructed a distress beacon from shattered cockpit parts and was limping toward it. How? Carrick muttered. How do they survive? An AI interpreter responded without emotion. Human physiology displays high pain tolerance, redundant systems, and irrational tenacity. They ignore mortality cues. The concept of surrender is not biologically hard-coded. Carrick stared. You're saying they choose to keep fighting after fatal damage? Correct. He turned to his war council. They fight like they don't know when they're beaten. No, an admiral corrected quietly. They fight like they don't care if they are. Weeks later, on the icy plains of Europa, the Vortari deployed their most advanced shock units, 7-foot war beasts clad in exo-armor designed to shatter infantry morale. Their objective: break the humans. They failed in 45 minutes. Not because the humans had better weapons. Not because they had superior numbers. But because of one soldier. Private Mason Crowley lay half buried in rubble, both legs crushed. He refused evacuation. Instead, he wired explosives to his shattered rifle, triggered it with his remaining hand, and annihilated an entire wave of Vortari troops. Footage of his blooded, laughing face as the dust settled spread across Earth's resistance channels. The caption read, "Still think we're soft." By the time the Vortari High Command convened their annual threat assessment, humanity had been reclassified from primitive bipedal organics to Tier 1 unpredictable hostiles. The report ended with a single line: "Do not engage humans under assumptions of physical fragility. Their lack of natural armor is not a weakness. It is a terrifying evolutionary declaration. They don't need it." Deep beneath Earth, in underground war rooms below Colorado, General Vasquez reviewed intercepted transmissions. The Vortari fleet was retreating. Ganymede abandoned. Neptune's orbit held. She lit a cigarette and smiled. "They came looking for soft bodies," she muttered. "But they found something harder than armor."